and kick and play and go around and they can come and watch in the goal, but maybe they don't have to sit on one spot because it's 10 minutes and then they can go and play and come back. But you can take a whole game. So there's so many different ways of saying, okay, can we attract a different type of audience that will come watch?
A couple of years ago, you talked about the debt of gratitude that a lot of women's footballers, including you, feel about being footballers. What did you mean by that?
Every time you hear that you're not worthy, nobody wants to watch you, your cost, and you're not something that people see as a benefit. So the national team says, oh, you cost this much, or the club says you cost this much, and eventually internalizes that into yourself and thinking, I'm so happy I just get to play. I'm so happy that we have a women's team. And you have no self-esteem in the aspect of pushing. So, for example, in my own life as a football player, after playing in the same club for over 15 years, never being worse than fourth in the league, we got thrown out from the club because I thought we were a cost. And women's football have had that context around it for a very long time. But I would say that the last 5 years, things have started to change. It's really hard to argue when you have a full-fitted women to say there is no interest. Nobody wants to see you play. Personally, we played the final in the World Cup. We had more spectators than the men ever had on TV. The whole Swedish capital in Stockholm was filled with people when we came back. Then, at least for me, I started to feel like actually people are interested. They do care.
I think at the end of that year, you were voted Sweden's Sports Personality of the Year, if I'm not wrong. Can you go ahead of Zlatan Ibrahimovic and Freddie Ljungberg? So was that year the turning point for you, or did you continue to feel grateful beyond that?
That prize, it was a vote by the Swedish population. And to me, the prize was for our team. And when the people voted, that meant a lot. So, yeah, I think you're right. I think in that perspective, I felt like our team actually was seen in the public eye of Sweden, at least, as interesting. And many people of them came to us on the street and said, I saw your game and I felt this, and I wanted that. And they had their own experiences, and they wanted to tell us, and they wanted to discuss it. And then nothing happened. Our conditions didn't really change. And that's when I, for the first time, realized we have a glass ceiling. So my focus changed from my own and my team's performance to also how can we change the structures.
Let's talk about the European Championship final on Sunday. Based on your experience of playing in the World Cup final, what do you think should be the mindset of the players? How should they approach it, in your opinion?
I don't think you necessarily need to approach it differently from anything else. I think that's when you get problems. When you actually do the things that you normally do in a game, then you can win. When you go out and think you have to do different things just because it's a final, then you have problems.
Former Sweden goalkeeper Caroline Jönsson. Pat, how would you define a successful legacy of this tournament, bearing in mind that after the Women's World Cup, which had very good attendances, there was great hope for more